Dear subscribers and viewers, I'm sure some of you have heard of the mysterious hum. The hum was one of the first USNs I've heard about, but I have not focused on this type of USN simply because there are hardly any recordings, and those that claim to have recorded it, you can barely hear anything unlike these other USNs I've found, such as the roaring sounds, which are very real. But I think is possible people are hearing something that seems to be very concentrated in specific neighborhoods or even homes where the hum could be changing in intensity and location. Here is one report a viewer recommend I post. It says, quote, "Mysterious American hum returns to haunt Canada, March 8, 2016, Windsor, Canada." The exact source of the droning sound has never been discovered. A strange hum that haunted residents in Windsor, Canada, 4 years before disappearing has returned. The hum, an inconsistent drone of sometimes loud, sometimes quiet industrial noises, has been heard for the past several months. It's an intrusion, it's very disturbing, very loud, Mike Provost, a local resident who tracks the hum, tells the Windsor Star. Is there a solution? I don't know. It's very disturbing. Like the hum that residents heard years ago, the latest noise is believed to originate on Zug Island, on the American side, where a steel mill is operated. But no one has ever found out for sure. A documentary investigating the Windsor hum is in production, and the hum has also inspired PhD theses and a YouTube channel. That first hum also inspired thousands of residents to phone in complaints, though River Rouge, the Michigan city responsible for Zug Island, said then that it was too broke to probe the source. Later a 2014 federal report linked the hum to the island, but could not find the definitive source after they were denied access to the site of the mill, according to the Windsor Star. Whatever its source, the latest hum adds another chapter to the history of unexplained noises. Over the years, residents from New Zealand to Bristol, England, have also reported low, possibly mechanical drones, the sources of which are often never discovered. A conspiratorially toned Wikipedia entry goes deep on the matter. Residents said the Windsor hum, once considered almost innocuous, was worse than ever. It can be almost an exploding industrial sound, one resident tells the Windsor Star. You go outside and the sky, over the river, can glow orange and red. End quote. The hum does not seem as common as the other USNs I've found. If people are hearing the hum in their homes, I would think it is more paranormal than from UFOs. But it's hard to say how paranormal UFOs are. Are they at the level of a poltergeist or a different hierarchy of the supernatural? One thing seems clear, paranormal activities always seem interested in affecting us psychologically. Here are some more past reports on the hum.
It's a throbbing, vibrating noise which builds up to a peak every so often and then settles down again, then builds up again and can't be pinpointed anywhere.
I actually heard the hum myself, and it is weird. It is a very, very weird, low, bassy humming sound that's there.
Could you give us a sense of what it sounds like?
Yeah, I'll try my hardest for you. It's like a... It's that sort of a sound.
On Sunday it was at its peak and it was vibrating, you could feel it through your body. And then it starts to die down again and then you feel it building up again.
It's like the village has been cut in half. This end doesn't seem to experience anything, but from midway downwards, the further down the village you go, it seems to be more and more. Some theories it's the mines, and it's the wind's whistling through the mines. The mines are 40 foot deep, so you're not going to be able to hear that. So I have no explanation for it. I am going to look more into it.
In the night, a sort of low droning noise like a diesel engine that no one else can hear. It sounds like something out of a sci-fi movie, but many of Auckland's North Shore residents claim that's what they've had to put up with for years. And now scientists at Massey University are undertaking a major project to try to identify the mystery noise.
The noises that it can drive you mad. But in houses all over Auckland's North Shore, there's another noise, driving residents to distraction.
When it's loud, it's like there's vibrations happening between your ears and your brain is just vibrating. It is just, and you can't concentrate on anything.
The thing about this painful, debilitating hum is most of us can't hear it. But researchers at Massey University are convinced it exists. Dozens of people who can hear it have contacted them.
It's like a propellered aeroplane in the distance.
They've discovered the noise hits the scales at a frequency of around 56 hertz and probably at a very low volume, which only some with particularly sensitive hearing can pick up. And while these researchers don't have sensitive enough equipment to measure the noise yet, an electronics engineer who can hear it has come up with this simulation. Imagine living with that every day, because that's what Marie Peards had to put up with for 3 years.
It can be that loud that if my husband is down the other end of the room there, I can't hear him.
The aim of researchers now is to measure the hum, but what do they think causes it?
There are going to be cases where the sewage pump nearby or the factory nearby is causing a problem, but I think this is a little bit deeper than that. This is a slightly different problem altogether.
And of course, theories abound. Instances of humming have been documented before, both in New Zealand and overseas. So could it be electromagnetic forces, earthquakes or vibrations from submarines? Or could it be something altogether more mysterious? Feel a little bit like you're sort of entering the twilight zone?
Actually, we do. At the moment, myself and my colleague, I do feel occasionally that it's trying to chase shadows.
Shadows that those who can hear the hum hope can be caught soon. Pippa Wetzel.
What I've been trying to do over the last couple of years is to develop a very inexpensive cell phone app which would allow people to record the sound so that they knew that the sound was physical, and we could then go in and analyze it to see whether or not, from the frequency characteristics or these peaks on the signal, whether or not there was one or many hums. And so Orchi, who's come in under the MITAC's Global Link program from India, is doing a research project for me across the summer where she is extending an Android application on the phone to assist me in the next stage of getting the Ranchlands hum analysed, to try to better understand where it's coming from, what its characteristics are, and whether we can help people to try to do noise cancellation and actually remove the hum from their bedroom, where if it's keeping them awake, it's quite a bit of a health issue. Other than hearing the recordings, all I can say is that it is something quite low in frequency, about 2 octaves below middle C, that people hear on a periodic basis. It comes and goes. I went to one house on one occasion and I could hear it very, very faintly. And I mean, I really had to concentrate hard to be able to hear it. But they say on other occasions it's so loud that they can't hold a conversation in the house. But yet the people next door don't hear it. So it's a low frequency noise, or a series of low frequency noises that come and go for no apparent reason.
6 or 8 here.